Ever wondered how you can hear your own thoughts, even though there's no sound at all? What if your brain is secretly listening to itself? When you think, your brain fires tiny electrical signals between neurons. But here is the twist. Those signals can actually stimulate the parts of your brain that process real sound. When you have a thought, especially a verbal one, it's not just an abstract idea floating around. It's a cascade of electrochemical activity, a storm of signals zipping through your neural pathways. These signals aren't random. They follow specific patterns. And what always fascinating is that some of these patterns mimic the very same ones that are created when you hear an actual external sound. It's almost like your brain is playing a recording, but it's also the one who made the recording in the first place. This sets the stage for a mind-bending biological trick. Studies using advanced brain scans, like fMRI, have found something incredible. When you imagine a voice, maybe your own or someone else's, or you mentally replay a song that's stuck in your head, your auditory cortex lights up. This is the exact same region of your brain that reacts to external sounds from the world around you. Think about that for a second. Whether you re-listening to your favorite podcast out loud or just thinking about what the host said, the same part of your brain is getting a workout. It is as if your brain can really tell the difference between a sound that S coming from your ears and one that SS being generated internally by your own thoughts. Your inner world and the outer world are processed in the very same neural theater. So, what does this all mean? Technically, your brain does hear your inner voice. It's just a completely internal process. It generates both the speaker, the thought itself, and the listener, the perception of that thought as sound, all at the same time. Your mind is literally talking to itself in stereo, a self-contained conversation happening within the confines of your skull. It's not a metaphor, it's a neurological reality. Your brain is creating an auditory experience from scratch, using the same hardware it uses to process the sounds of the outside world. It's the ultimate ventriloquist act, with your own mind playing both the puppet and the puppeteer. This explains why your thoughts can feel so much like actual sound. They're not just vague concepts. They are underpinned by real, tangible electrical activity in your brain. When you have an internal argument with yourself, trying to decide what to do, or when you recall the lyrics to a song, or simply think in your own voice while reading a book, your brain's hearing system is fully engaged and active. It's as if there's a tiny speaker and microphone inside your head, constantly broadcasting and receiving. This is why our inner monologue can feel so vivid and compelling, because to our brain, it's almost as real as a conversation we're having out loud. But it gets even deeper. Your brain's inner audio system is intricately linked to your memory and emotional centers, like the amygdala and hippocampus. This is why a sad song can get stuck in your head and echo for days, especially when you're feeling down. Your brain isn't just replaying the melody, it's re-experiencing the emotion tied to it. It keeps replaying that internal track like a built-in speaker system you just can't seem to turn off. The thought triggers the emotion, and the emotion reinforces the thought, creating a powerful feedback loop that can be hard to break. It's a testament to how deeply our thoughts and feelings are intertwined on a neurological level. Here's an interesting little fact for you. 2 key brain regions, Broca's area, which is responsible for speech production, and the auditory cortex, which handles hearing, actually fire in sync when you think in words. It's like a perfectly coordinated dance. Broca's area formulates the words of your thought, and the auditory cortex hears them. Brain scans can actually make this inner dialogue visible, showing these 2 areas lighting up together. It's a beautiful demonstration of how language, thought, and perception are seamlessly integrated within our neural architecture. Your private, silent thoughts are, in a very real sense, a conversation between different parts of your brain. And this understanding has a powerful, real-world impact. It explains why practices like meditation and mindfulness can be so effective. When you meditate, you're often taught to quiet your mind or observe your thoughts without judgment. What you're actually doing is learning to slow down that inner voice, to reduce the constant chatter. This, in turn, reduces the neural noise in your brain and literally quiets the activity in your hearing centers. You are actively turning down the volume on your internal speaker. In this context, silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a specific neural signal of its own, a signal of calm and rest. So, the next time you're lost in thought, remember, your thoughts aren't truly silent. They echo inside your skull, a private symphony conducted by your brain. For more wild truths hiding in plain sight, make sure you follow Lifejesting. Thanks for watching.